Hey everyone, welcome back to our playthrough of Disco Elysium. Last time we played, we got a lot of stuff done. We've gotten a lot of things done. Look at this. We don't have that much to do. We confronted the Hardy Boys about drug trade. We did the jam mystery. We did those two. Those are important things we did. But we also got the sickest of jackets. So just like the video for that, we got the sickest of jackets. And that's all that's important. All right. We're just going to hop into this. We need to get the whole story from Martinaise. Confront I don't know how to say her name. I'm calling her Blonde Lady. Because these names, they ain't for me, sis. Never have been. I won't be now. I'm also drinking a juice box, so if you hear that, my bad, but this juice box hits, you know? I'm gonna go up these stairs. Open this door. Oh, I thought she was nothing. Oh, she isn't out here. She also isn't in her room. I think this is them telling me it's a little late because it is 23:34. She is gone. I'm not sleeping at the Whirling Rags. That's for sure. Because that cost me too much precious money. Hardy Boys are gone. I could try him again. What is his...
Hi again, Gendarme.
I need composure.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Let me see if I can put one. We have 3 points. Composure. Oh?
Hear that? Magnesium. That's what you're lacking. The lack of magnesium has you slouched.
Oh. So I'm lacking magnesium in me? So there's a lack of magnesium in me.
And it's critical. Look at yourself.
Okay.
You're practically devolving into a fish due to the lack of magnesium in your bloodstream.
I need to mag up.
You need to get so magged up. You've probably had 2 heart attacks and a minor stroke already. And the only prescription is insane amounts of magnesium.
Also, my juice box is making the strangest noise. I do apologize.
1 stroke? Don't be so modest. He's having one right now.
You're saying I need to become a magnesium-based life form?
If you want to live,
Whoa.
you need to evolve. You need to transcend the carbon barrier. Go to the apothecary and buy insane amounts of magnesium. It will reverse the damage to your circulatory system.
Hi, we only
again,
came here to talk
Gendarme.
to you. Let's just try it. Ooh.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy.
Bye-bye, Gendarme.
Yeah. And we have no medication, so let me see if I can go buy some of that. He may forever be a mystery to me. Yes.
Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often.
I think I should tell people to fuck off more often. I felt real
Not
good.
as a general rule, but that one was justified.
Uh-oh.
Better to get the lay of the land before telling people to fuck off.
That means you should do it whenever you feel like someone's disrespecting
True.
your authority.
Fuck yeah,
That's the
motherfuckers.
spirit. Never forget, the whole world's a wooden house and you're a goddamn flamethrower.
Oh. They're closed, but can I break in? Man. Okay. It is too late for me to do anything, apparently. What do you have to say,
The
Grandma?
old woman still sits. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of the ocean waves at night. There's a gap where the name of that song should be. You should ask her about it right now.
You're still up?
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night.
Ain't no way.
It happens when you grow older.
Not to me. Please.
My suggestion is, don't. Don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough.
What is the
What's
song?
troubling your mind?
What's the song you're
A lullaby my
humming?
mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song.
What's it called?
Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Sounds nice.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Is she still out here? She's still out here for what?
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down.
These fellas. Oh.
Tequila Sunset.
I brought you some booze. Will you tell me about your name now?
Of course. Drink first, story later.
There you go.
Not much, but it will do.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail!
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George.
Okay,
but around
George.
here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual.
Word.
A founder / junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator.
Okay.
Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff.
That don't make no
I
sense.
developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
How many people did you have working for you?
22 full-time employees, an all-star team, a potentially historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours.
I could probably use a good
It
drop
helped,
myself.
truly. With my trusty Sansarique Lycra tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit.
What happened?
One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
Okay.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles. His eyes are your eyes.
All right, dog.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see. At least, that was the plan. I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
How wet are we talking?
It was a day not unlike this one here. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox, which was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would land on my feet. I got feline reflexes.
No, you don't.
All right.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then.
Okay.
Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key.
You've got to be shitting
I wish
me.
I were, Tequila. I wish I were. Instead of my apartment key, I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay, so what happened next?
I rang my neighbors' buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on.
What?
I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Okay.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Okay.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. I could wait out the storm there.
Alright.
But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best, he'd already done it, and I couldn't get in.
Okay.
Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man.
What?
The company, well, you see where I'm going with this.
Sir, you just... what? Call the apartment building to let you in.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I feel like there's some steps missing.
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
So you're making it up.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Right?
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days. I can't say it increased my faith in
know
the
if that's-
RCM. No offense, gentlemen.
I've only been a hobo cop for a few days now, but that doesn't seem so bad. Look at the bright side. You got one hell of a story. You do realize all this is your own fault. There's this black point in the world, a hole. It's already claimed an entire commercial area. Maybe you're another one of its victims.
This would explain a lot. I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these two bums.
It's your fault that you didn't contact your apartment company to let you inside your apartment and get a new key.
God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you.
Why do you keep losing
Good
your stuff?
fucking question, Tequila.
Okay.
If I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty two-piece lycra tracksuit? I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me.
I feel like it's your
Now
drinking.
I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
What's this about lost
Tequila,
jacket?
it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less. Say, you're a detective, right? Maybe you can help old Doom Spiral out. Solve the
No.
case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila?
You mean this jacket I discovered in the boardwalk and had cleaned on a whim?
Nah, this isn't it. Found? That's medium concept stuff. Totally not my style.
So you're saying there's another lost jacket out there somewhere?
It's a big world out there, Tequila. A lot of lost jackets in it. Don't know why you'd think this could possibly be mine.
Hey, Doom Spiral. Ain't that the jacket you stole the other week?
Not on your
Sheesh.
fucking life, Rosemary. What's wrong with you people? Like I'd be caught dead wearing fawn, like some low-concept bicycle courier. Tell you what, Tequila. Why don't you just hang on to that one? I'll get another jacket someday.
At least you got a nice jacket for your troubles.
What's in a name?
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Don't call Abigail.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. I was once a reasonably high net.
Okay,
I
back.
developed the parrot. 22 full time. It helped, but now one day I
His eyes.
so I removed. I was halfway wet. I made my way back. Naturally, the situation.
No.
Whatever. So I made my way across the yard. I ran. People are
Heavy is
just there. But when I anyway. So now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
I literally can't believe it.
Me neither, Tequila. When I lost my keys, I lost more than access to my apartment. I also lost my leverage over humanity.
Sir!
I wasn't a high-concept creative director anymore. I was just some homeless asshole with a premium Sansorique Lycra tracksuit. You can't imagine what that does to a man's confidence. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty, this one.
Okay, let's step aside for a second. I have something I want to talk about.
Oh, do you? What?
I've been meaning to have a little chat with you about your sense of style.
My style? What about it? I look sickening.
It's just, well, you look more like a high-flying businessman than a police officer.
What about it?
That's right. You're an entrepreneur of the peace, here to disrupt legacy law enforcement with buzzwords and privatization schemes.
Well, yeah. You never know when you're going to need to pitch a business proposal.
Oh, God. Don't start talking like those people too. You know the expression, the clothes make the man? The right outfit in the right situation can make all the difference in the world.
Okay, you're a sharp-dressed man. We could be style buddies.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves,
Okay,
detective.
then, sir. Shut up.
A warm smile.
Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Let's go.
Sir. I came... Not you. Not you. Not you.
Tequila.
Not you. This one.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss. And there's spirits and speed too.
I'll have to go to the other drugstore. Okay. I think we're good. Let us go in.
It's getting cold. This late in the night. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Good night, Kim. Let's just go to bed.
The bed is comforting.
And prepare ourselves for...
The bed underneath you is soft, if
them
lumpy.
talking to me.
Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet
Okay.
hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
God damn it. I hate going to bed.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes. Tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Yeah, just let me sleep.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
Did I kill the hung man? I don't care. That doesn't scare me.
Hear that? You are naive to think he's afraid of his bloodied hands. soul brother. Oh no, I see inside his amygdala and his hippocampus. The thing he's really scared of is much, much worse than that.
Why are you doing this? I want to sleep. I came to see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions.
Doesn't it hurt you to
flares
talk
and
like that?
countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last
The
dream?
last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
Her face forms in
In
summertime.
hell, an ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later, in front of the video rental, there is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it'll be okay. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
Oh. What? Yay, I'm healed. Here, you're not supposed to sleep in a chair, my dog. Okay. Good morning. I don't know why we're walking, but in case we see some new faces somewhere along the line. Let's go look at our poor Lori. That's rough.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy. A few lie on their backs with their legs twitching. Still, no phasmid. Poor things.
Pink smell of soldering, melting insulation, nylon, and ozone.
Everything's still good.
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
Ah, she's gonna be
Man,
fine.
that's like a load off my mind. All that stress was messing up my rhymes.
What's the plan with those rhymes
Oh, you know.
anyway?
Tommy Leham's gonna be a musician. Sprechgesang, but with beats. I've got a lot of free time on the road to hone my craft.
The correct grammar is Tommy Lahom.
Why Tommy Lehom?
Tommy Lom was taken. My real name's Jerry Lafitte. Tommy's way better.
Jerry Lafitte.
It's more him. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Let's try.
Ease into it.
Cool, cool.
Just like that, he slips out of your reach. It is possible the yelling didn't help.
And empathy. Okay. Well, we're gonna talk and see if we can talk to her first. I didn't see her in there. I do need to do the empathy because I think I need to talk to Kuno again, sadly. These fucking two. Hey, hey, hey. Dun, 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 dun. Hello.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
The Hardy Boys told us. The Hardy Boys told us really what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
Chill, I'm the cool
I'm
cop,
sorry
remember?
for wasting your time. I should have known that you'd find out.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying. Let the miss speak. She's tall and thin and
Jesus.
tired. A twig trying so hard not to break.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me out of the shit I'd gotten into.
That's not a good enough
You're
reason.
right. There's more.
More?
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, grey and pale violet in the morning light.
What lies beyond
The
it?
pale, the ViaEstelar, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old, old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of Moreland?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir.
Sheesh.
If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard. Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
What happened here the night you died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what
Okay.
happened.
He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me.
Jish!
I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Then what happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette,
Oh.
miss. I'm sorry this happened to
So
you.
am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No,
What did you
Nothing.
do then?
I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore. So I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection. As far as you can.
Why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
What did you have to do with these people? What did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewes County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewes conglomerate. That was the
Okay.
second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewskop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Serves him right. When I'm king, no, Papa Lolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
Last shit you got. That's the last shit you got
It
yourself
is.
into.
Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Jesus.
She says it quickly, like she said it 100 times to herself to get used to the idea, out of guilt.
That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I don't either.
There you have it. The way of the warrior.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought the Hardy Boys were led by the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of.
This Ruby,
she's the organizer,
in
sorry.
her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, then let's go on. What
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs.
Ruby.
I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Then what'd you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Where is she now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Make Titus give up Ruby's location.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later. What are you doing? Coming up with a theory. She said Ruby knew something was wrong before she said anything.
Okay.
How come? It was loud downstairs. She couldn't have heard the shot. It is ominous. You already coming up with theories that put the blame on someone other than Clausia.
Clausia. When it happened, did you hear the gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
So it wasn't right here. It was out somewhere else. Did you kill Layla?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun lying around, close to her hand. A military weapon using jacketed ammunition. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out, when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
Okay. I believe she didn't do it. Okay.
Like what?
Because the people after you killed him.
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Either way, something to consider.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
Why did you call the cops when you were hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So you would have us believe, but you're not.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. and then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Oof.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud.
Oof.
So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Right.
Oh God. That was a lie too. Who made the call then?
Shut
she
up.
did, of course.
And when was this pointed?
Last week.
Changed.
Angus and Titus's brother,
Right.
I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Of course.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom inside?
Yes.
Okay.
You see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
I think we're done here for now, ma'am.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't
I don't
be
want
necessary.
her to die.
Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
Sure.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Why have we not arrested her
There may
yet?
be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
Why are we doing this?
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
She stands before you, holding her back very straight.
I agree. You
That's not
wouldn't
your
give us
real
your
name.
real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
It didn't tell me the
Fill out
truth.
your work every week. It's all transmitted to Commencer. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Okay.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
Failure to aid a police investigation.
Oof.
She purposefully misrepresented
Oh,
information
guys,
crucial
please.
to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
That
The
one.
lieutenant produces a pair
No!
of
Don't do it! Don't
handcuffs.
do it! I lied!
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A 2-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before. Fragile, unshielded.
Oh, don't do
Her
it.
voice is thin and tired.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says, gearing up for this betrayal is hard for her.
Ruby.
And why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me.
I
Ever
knew it
since
was
I
a
met her
lesbian
in the
quarrel.
bus downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
And what is that?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me.
Oh?
She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
I don't know what to make of this.
I know what this sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself? The lynching? Yet again, you're coming up with this. The worst thing is, it may be true.
When Ruby said she wouldn't be would be shit. She said there would be shit happening if you didn't end your relationship with the deceased. Was she threatening you?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
And how could she have killed him?
You said there was a secret route there, right?
True.
She could have come up through there, then taken the shot. Right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
It is.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
What is it?
The peephole. My bed is right next to... She would have seen us.
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No. I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there. Don't let your imagination run wild here, sire. Keep it on track. Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now. Don't arrest her.
Don't arrest her.
Push her a bit more, but then let her off. That Ruby theory was solid.
I think so too.
And she's beautiful. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
I don't want to arrest her. Push her a bit more and then let her off. So I need to push her a bit more. That's all good, but I think we should still take you in just in case.
After all this, Sir, please. It's a shitty world, and I know I'm shitty too. I know. But I don't deserve to be sent to the moral intern and ground into paste
Ground
just
into
because I
paste?
disturb the sanctity of accounting. That's some multinational.
She's gearing up for a last stand. This is it.
What do you deserve then?
I don't know. To spend my days with smoke, and drink and dance, wallowing in shit. Just like everyone else.
What other option do I
You
have?
have those station calls, right? Where I have to show up at the station or I'll become a fugitive. You can write me one. You don't have to take me in right now. I promise I won't go out anymore at night. I'll be right here. I know you can do that. Just let me come in on my own. In 2 months, or maybe even 1 month. That's all I need.
You do have the form.
That's it. I'm calling it. Kim is beyond compromised. Definitely, sire.
What will change in 2 months or 1 month?
Everything could change. This city, the extradition rules, the people after me could be in jail. Or maybe Revachol.
There is desperation there, in that silence. A cornered animal looking for a way out.
Maybe Revachol could be free. I could be tried in a free Revachol. An independent state that doesn't hand its detainees over to the moral intern.
I find that hard to believe, miss.
I do like the sound of that. Another Revachol, free, independent.
The world can change. It's changed before.
Her political overture has succeeded, we see. This was her last card. There is nothing more she can say. The final decision is yours. You alone stand on the throne of your mind.
I made my
She
decision.
looks at you in silence, her face filled with fear, lips parted. Wait. If you arrest her, Kim will have to transport her. You'd be without your partner for the rest of the day. Shut up. He's making a decision, and it's his to make.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't want her to die, but I think she, like, if we make her do the call-in, won't that do the same thing? I don't know. Or if I just don't arrest her. I don't know. Okay. Let's write the station call. If you miss it, I can't help you anymore.
I won't.
Okay.
This may have been a grave mistake, sire. Maybe, maybe not. Mercy is rarely a complete mistake.
I promise I will be right here all the time, nights too. I'll help you any way I can in this investigation, and I will be at Station 41 in 6 weeks. I promise.
She nods.
Okay.
Let's change subject.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath.
I hope we made the right
as
decision.
If in the presence
I don't want
of
her to
some
die
tiger.
in prison. Or whatever.
You are. This is not the end of this.
Okay.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
Looks like love did him in after all.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Let her answer.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Why?
Easier that way.
What is real?
I don't know.
Okay. Hopefully we made the correct decision.
You clearly see
Jackpot. These.
Okay, we already have those. Let's go downstairs. I'm very concerned, but that's okay. Yes.
Master Investigator.
Yeah?
You just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
It's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy. The world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Let's see. -1 shiver. Confusing behavior. 1 hour and 5 minutes. 1 hour and 15 minutes. Let's open one. We'll do the jam rock shuffle. There we go. And he really has nothing to say, right?
The man ponders his cooking utensil.
We're gonna be back with the Hardy Boys later. Yes. With the grime dark neon poster reads Van Eyck, totally transcendent. What is it that I have to work with you on?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Empathy.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
I bet you don't. Okay.
Fuck does Kuno care?
It's not Kuno.
Hey!
It's Kuno S.
Kuno, psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
Mind your business.
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Listen, Kuno, she's trying to control you. We gotta get out of here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Idiot. You bungled it up.
I did.
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say.
I'm so dumb.
You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
What's going on? Like you don't have enough on your plate.
No! You told the sis and
explain himself. You must get to the bottom of this one of these
Oh
days.
my god.
Sadly, it's unlikely to happen today.
Skill cap reached. When was my last... I guess we'll just never know. Fuck you, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't...
I did the wrong thing, and that is all my bad. Truly. Because I don't know how to level up that anymore. I would have to... Yeah, empathy level 6. Skill cap reached. I don't know. I fucked up. Oh well. I don't care about Kuno anyway. I'll just look up what happens to him once we end the story. But for now, this is going to be the end of the episode since I fucked up. In the next episode, we're going to talk to the Hardy Boys. We're done with Kuno. Is it a real tragic loss? Nah. See you guys in the next video. Y'all have a wonderful day. Goodbye.